Today's healer tells us that there is a child inside you and the child needs healing. Why does the child need healing and what does it want to heal through? Let us understand who is that child inside us. Welcome to Info Chaudhuri.
Content ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಲೈಕ್, ಶೇರ್ and subscribe ಮಾಡಿ.
Welcome to Info Chaudhuri. Today we have an inner child healer, Tanvi Chaudhuri with us. So with a lot of healing modalities, she's helping us understand what healing is and how healing modalities help us. So the topic we have picked up now is inner child healing. So what is inner child healing and how does one understand the child inside me should be healed?
Beautiful question. So first of all, that inner child, the term inner child, okay, what is it? So that inner child it can be any version of you. It can be the version you were an hour back, right? So which version of you needs healing? Okay, now we talked about healing, right? What's healing and everything, right? Now why do we call it inner child healing? Why do we have to go back there and heal? Because the traumas that we talked about. Okay, if there is a point in life where you had traumas, right, where you're ready to move ahead, but whatever your body is holding, because of that you're not able to move ahead, and then you of course have triggers, and that's triggering that, hey, you got a trauma from here, you got a trauma from there, right? Now inner child healing helps you to go to that version of yourself, right? And at the end of the day, that's the younger version, right? Even if it's an hour old, right? It's the younger version. And you assure that child of yours, that's you, right? That this is what do you want to hear at this moment? And that's what you tell that version of you.
You go back to that version of yours
Yes.
and tell that you're fine.
Yes.
Things are okay.
Fine, things are okay. And also, what would that version want to hear
That minute.
at that minute? Maybe someone, again, we were talking about what people tell you, right? Opposite of affirmations, right? So someone would have told that you cannot succeed at a particular situation. You go back
What
to
if you
that.
heard the same things, throughout your childhood or throughout the day?
Yes, there is a process. Those are deeper process. You go through all those phases one by one. Again, healing is not done overnight, right? So you go through it one by one, and then you go back to that version. Like how you see a child, maybe someone you know, someone you don't know, you'll be like, oh, right? So you go back to that. Just imagine, it's a beautiful process. You go back to that version of you, and you say, you look into the eyes, and that's you, and tell, what did you want to hear? This person told you this, but would it be nice if you heard that you can do anything? Then you can do anything. I am telling you, I am with you. You can do anything you want. You're capable of everything. Inner child healing, like, it's a beautiful process. So what happens is, you go to that version of, first of all, you have to identify, as I said, root cause everywhere, right? Okay, this is the age, or this is the version of me that needs healing. Okay, and it can be a continuous process of all the traumas or all the fears that you're holding, right? So let's say we identify one. We go to that version of, let's say tell my name, and we go to that version of Tanvi and we say, like, let's say someone told that you cannot do anything. You're not good at studies. You can't do anything. Someone would have told that, right? So I go back to that that version, and then I have to ask that you didn't like what you heard. What would help you at this moment? What do you want to hear? And I tell that you can do anything you want, right? You are your powerhouse. You think you get it. You are very powerful, right? So, and these are not just affirmations, right? There's a way, of course, a process of doing it, and give it a lot of love and care. Like you see a child, like even if you don't know that child, you'll be like, oh, so cute, right? So do that to yourself, because that version did not receive that love.
Do you visualize doing this?
Yes. Yes. So when I guide my clients, I take them through that version. Of course, first recognize which version it is, and then take them through a guided visualization where they go back to the place. And there's a lot of things in, like, which place they are going, which situation they are going, what are they wearing. Like you have to, it has to feel real. So you have to visualize what you're wearing, what were you feeling, what was around you. So we go back there, and then we do the healing, and then we come back. And it's again done in different levels. It depends from clients to clients, of course. What do you need? What do I need? It's different, right? So
how do I identify? For example, if I'm not able to excel in my work and I come back to you as a client and tell that I am not able to do things, how much effort I put in. So how do you understand that this is the root cause of not able to achieve? So how will I be able to connect it to that point?
Okay. It is a long process, right? So how I was explaining how I deal with my clients, right? How do I start with my clients, right? Long term deal. So what do I do? So we first have a discussion that these are the problems. Now because we always are at the surface level, these are the problems. With a discussion, we first reach the root cause of it. The problem is surface level. We are not solving the problem. We are solving the root cause. Okay, so we go to the root cause. Then we figure out. So intuitively, whatever, maybe you don't need an inner child healing, right? Maybe it's just a chakra block. So we do the chakra block healing, right? But if we identify that okay, this is coming from a root cause, which is somewhere anchored in the childhood, that's when we go to the version and then the healing process starts. Like I think we were discussing, right, that we start something and we are not able to do it. Right? That can also be because from childhood, maybe in the family it is there that maybe everyone says that things comes very difficult to us. Things doesn't come easy to us, and that has become so natural in your head, right? So that case we need an inner child healing. We will modify that. But that is a belief. That's not a trauma. That's a belief. So we are not those beliefs.
So maybe you have to connect it to your school days maths. For some people maths is like, oh my god, not
yes.
For some, and there are the extreme cases who tell that maths is my favorite. I love solving problems. So that's how you have to connect yourself. I love a new challenge every day, and I can do it. And I can complete the challenge successfully. That's how you train yourself from now on. And for the healing of the previous version of yourself, you have to contact.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, and again, understanding why do I need healing? This is my normal life. I'm happy. I'm qualified to an extent. I'm working, earning. I'm making a living. I'm fine with the society. So why do I need healing? That was an experience. That was a stage of my life. Everybody go through. I'm fine with it. So I will continue with this. Why do I need to choose to eat?
Trust me, I've got that question so many times. And the question that I counter ask is, are you happy?
Okay.
Are you happy? Ask yourself that. You don't have to answer me. Be authentic. Ask yourself, am I happy? And am I happy at this moment eating a samosa? Am I happy at this moment enjoying the rain? Beautiful. But when you sit and look at all the phases of your life, not phases, all the parameters of your life, are you happy in all the parameters? Right? My coaches taught me something called, a wheel of life. Like wheels, right? Like if it's not a proper circle, the vehicle will not move. Right? So how is it in in all the aspects of your life? Are you happy that way? So go deeper, ask yourself. You don't have to come to a coach, you don't have to come to me. You ask yourself, am I happy? If you're happy, you don't need healing. Happy everywhere. But if you feel that even there is just one thing that you're not happy with, not going the way you wanted, that's when healing comes. And healing starts from the next question. Of course from happy. But the next question is, when you say that you are not happy with a particular thing, do you actually want it? Right? Then comes the next question. Based on the answer, you go to another question, right? So healing is basically feeling that safety within. Right? And what gives you that safety?
There are people who tell that I have made peace with my past. So I'm happy.
You're adjusting. Again, not the answer that you would give the society or you would give to someone else, your friend, your best friend, your husband, your wife. What is the answer you give to yourself? Right? Going back to what we started the podcast with, right? That healing is coming back home to yourself. Are you being true to yourself? There are people who, because of the situations that they have gone through, because of the experiences that they have gone through, they can't sit with themselves right now. They can't. Like even something as simple as breathwork. What is breathwork? You are taking in the right amount of oxygen, because every day we are just not shallow breathing. That is, your nervous system is not happy. For your nervous system to feel that, oh, I'm safe, I'm enjoying, it's, Tanvi is safe, I need to pass a lot of oxygen, right? So the minute that's not there, mind's nervous, oh, okay, we have to do something, right? So for that, you need to sit with yourself. Breathwork comes into picture. So these days you would have seen ice bucket challenges, right? So that cold compression also helps you. Challenge is a different story, right? It's fun. I have done. I don't know if have you ever done? You should. It's good, right? But at the end of the day, what is it helping you with? Right? People, they dance sometimes. Right? You move in your body. You're singing. Your throat chakra is happy when you sing, because maybe you were not able to articulate something. Maybe you are someone who talks a lot, but you don't know how to put across your inner voice. You see them singing so well. Right? So everything is related somewhere or the other. So the actual question, sit, look yourself into your own eyes and ask, am I actually happy?
Question yourself. If you feel no, get back to Tanvi. She will help you to be happy.
Would love to.
Yeah. So that was inner child healing on Info at Founder. Hope you find this conversation helpful. Thank you for being on mission.